Hey there, you guys. Today we are going to prune the bougainvillea. The flowers have almost come to a stop. The bracts are starting to fall off. It's making a heck of a mess in the backyard. It's a pretty mess because it's a pink mess, but the flowers for the most part are almost done. So I thought I would take this opportunity, since it's still beautiful outside, to trim things back. Like I told you when I bought this, I wanted to have a really tight kind of like a mushroom style standard. I've seen them in the past and they just absolutely look gorgeous. So at least to me they look gorgeous. Some of you might prefer the nice rambling versions. I like a nice tight, compact, well-maintained look. So I'm going to do that with this one, and I thought I'd bring you along. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it right back, like it's going to be really tight. I'm going to cut off probably a foot and a half of growth, and I'm doing this now because I'm noticing that they're starting to produce side budding, and I want to get the tree trimmed before it really gets into its new growth phase. I want it to focus on where I want it to grow rather than at the ends where it would start rambling. So anyway, I'll bring you in a little bit closer first, and I'll show you where the new growth is coming from, and then I will put the camera back down kind of where you are, and then we'll trim things back. Anyway, come on in. Okay, so here we're at a bird's eye view. As you can see, here are the spent flower spikes. They're kind of hard. Probably nice to trim those away just because they're kind of unsightly and they'll probably just stay there forever. Let's look along this stem, because this stem has been out of flower for a while. See, I don't know whether you can see, my fingers are here. There's new growth starting here. There's new growth starting here. And just basically along the stem, there's new growth starting. So I want to cut it back way back, probably to about this area here, which is probably about 10 or 12 inches from the center point. So that's where I want it to really take hold. And these areas here that are just finishing flowering, they don't really have any new growth started, maybe one or two spots. So if I prune these now, it's going to really force the new growth into this zone here, and that's what I want to see happen. And these ones here that still have the good flowers, there's really not any new growth occurring. I do see that there's nodes here that are going to start to produce. I see that there's swelling buds right here by my finger. Very hard to see on camera, but I can see them with my eyes. So yeah, let's put down the camera and I'll show you how hard I'm going to trim this thing back. It's gonna be sad. It really will. But in time, it'll look beautiful. Okay, so I've got freshly sterilized pruners. I've actually cleaned them right up. There was a lot of gunk on there and I just got rid of it. So like I said, here's the central point here of the tree. So I'm just going to trim branches off just above a leaf node. I'll bring you in a little bit closer and I'll show you where I trimmed in just a second. Basically, everything's coming off. It's an everything must go sale. Even this nice tall one, gotta go. It's kind of sad, but you'll see in time what I did is for the best, for what I'm trying to achieve with this plant. The fun thing about these is they tend to grow really quickly, so you can play with it. This year you might want to try making it a dense bush, but then say you wanted to turn it into a vine later on. That is a possibility. I've got a little sucker that's growing off the side here. I'm going to prune that off as well. I don't want the growth to be distracted from the top of the plant. So I could try to root some of these cuttings, but rooting bougainvillea is a very difficult process, and the success rate is very low, so I'm not even going to waste my time with it at this point. Maybe in time I'll do a fun project, but right now I have a lot of other stuff downstairs, and for something that is a a 50% or less success rate, I don't even want to waste my time at this moment. So I'll bring you a little bit closer and we'll look at the prune job and where I took the cuts, and yeah. Okay, as you can see, we've got a cut here, and there's a leaf node right here. So you want to cut just above a leaf node. As you can see, here's another cut here. I've got the leaf right there, and same thing with right here. We've got a leaf node, and then that's where I made my cut. You want to make it as close to the leaf node as you can. This will, in time, hide the cut. You won't even notice that I pruned it at that point. In time, right now it's the first thing you see, but yeah, in time this will grow to be a beautiful specimen yet again. With many prunings, this will turn into a really nice, dense ball of beautiful flowers. I'll keep you posted on this one, and show me what you choose to do with your bougainvilleas. Are you a rambling wild bougainvillea lover, or are you also a trimmed, tame bougainvillea lover like myself? Anyway, show me what you got, and post some photos to the Plants and Things What's Growing page. I would like to see them, and so would everybody else. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Happy growing. When I brought it inside, I tripped down the stairs. So this poor thing broke my fall. That and this bucket of soil that I was carrying at the same time.